Hi guys, how are you? I hope you're well. So, I'm looking for my little, here it is. Okay. Um, I wasn't really prepared to make a video, but not everything happens on our time, time clock, whatever you want to call it. Um, my online friend Jenny, who I love her and her family so much, she has passed away. I told you guys she had cancer and she could go any day. Um, Kyle is her husband, and he said that she was about all into numbers. So she died November 5th at 5 o'clock. So he thought that was kind of ironic. Um, I think I admire the hell out of them because what they have, the love that they had for each other, and he still obviously has for her, obviously, right? Um, you don't see that anymore. You don't see that anymore. Very rare. Um, Kyle considered her his best friend, not just his wife, but his best friend. He thanked her as she was transitioning. He told her, "Thank you for loving me. Thank you for being my wife. Thank you for giving me two beautiful children." The day before she passed, he said that she tried to stand and she was too weak to do it, but she was determined to do it, which sounds to me like terminal agitation, where you're close to the end and you get this burst of energy and you want to do things that you know you can't or shouldn't be doing, but you just feel overwhelmed, like you've got to do it. And she was determined to stand, so they helped her stand and she hugged him. And there's family in the house, her sister. She had a sense of relief when she saw her sister, when Jenny saw her sister. Like, she just felt like, oh, you're here. Um, and everybody did everything so that he could hold her and just hold her all day long. He thinks the world of her. They don't even make him like that anymore. Okay. Um, so she died the next day. Um, it's sad. It's sad. Because the love that they have for each other is so powerful and so amazing. So amazing. You will never hear him say anything about physicality and getting it on and how come she's sick. What about me? He's not a narcissist. He's not a psychopath. He loves the hell out of her. And love doesn't involve physicality, which is what everybody's focused on nowadays. Instant gratification. Love doesn't always look like that. Love looks like it's inconvenient for me to be there for you, but I want to be there for you because I love you. I want to hold your hand. I want to put my arms around you. I want to feel your heartbeat on my heartbeat. That's what real love is, not about anything else. That's real love. That's real love. You don't see that anymore. You see men being inappropriate, narcissistic, grandiose, entitled. He was none of the. Kyle is none of those things. Their love was so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. I have no words for it. The respect. The respect. The mutual respect. Him looking in her eyes, her looking in his eyes when they talk, her asking him a question and waiting for his response. Not acting like, I gotta look at your face all these years. Ugh. Like a freaking narcissist would do, or a person who's incapable of loving. They'd be like, ugh, I gotta look at this person every single day. Yeah, you made vows to them, asshole. That's what you do. You look at them every day. Ugh. What they have is so rare, especially in today's world. It's so beautiful and so rare. He said the house feels empty. I have a lot of family here, but my house feels empty because I love my wife so much and I miss her so much. He and her sister went to make arrangements. Their family is extremely tight. He will not be alone, and I'm sure family will help him with those kids. Winnie and Ellis. He took them to school. I think it was today. Winnie wanted to leave school early, which is understandable. Ellis completed, completed the school day. They're both, both kids are struggling. Obviously, they lost their mom. The respect and the love. I know I keep saying that, but it's just the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. The most beautiful thing I've ever seen. His head is not in the wrong place. He's a mature adult, and he's capable of loving with all of his heart, with every ounce of his being. He's capable of loving and loving and loving. And she loved the heck out of him, and he said she was so sweet and she was so kind. I could see that. Even when she was in a lot of pain, she was undergoing painful medical procedures. She didn't snap on anybody. She didn't snap on him. And if she did, it wasn't on camera. I never saw it. Not saying it didn't happen, but she just wasn't that kind of person. She's just, I don't know, just a great person. Just, their family is just so beautiful. And I told him, I said, I refer people to your channel because I want them to see what real love looks like. Because a lot of us have never been treated with that much respect. We're treated like, especially women, are treated like, you owe me because I spoke to you, so you need to take your clothes off. Which is so god dang disrespectful. So disrespectful. Kyle is capable of loving not with the wrong part of his body, but with his heart and his soul. He loves and he loves and he loves, and it doesn't come from down there. It comes from in here. People need to watch that and learn. This is what real love looks like, people. This is what real love looks like. He mentioned that Jenny had said at one point, it was almost like a weird premonition years ago. She said, our life is too perfect, and it scares me because it makes me think something bad's going to happen. And he said, we deserve to be happy We love each other. We love our family. We deserve to be happy. She said, yeah, I know, but it's too perfect. That was almost like a premonition, because then she got cancer. What a shock. I mean, we knew it was going to happen soon, but I didn't know it would be this soon. He's in a state of shock, obviously. Even when you're prepared for it, are you really? When you really truly love with your heart, not the wrong part of your body, but your heart. It's still, like, intellectually you're prepared, but heart-wise you're not prepared at all. You know, not at all, not prepared. So he's gonna have family that's gonna help him no matter what. I mean, like I said, they're a tight family. They lift each other up in times of crisis, which is what real love looks like with your family too. You lift each other up and you help each other out. I've never had that. My family is twisted, so I never had that. But I recognize it when I see it, what it's supposed to look like, what relationships are supposed to look like, what a marriage is supposed to look like, what a relationship is supposed to look like. When you have love for your children and your wife and your husband, it's just love all around. That's what it's supposed to look like. So, Jenny told him, please continue to film because I want people to see what the grieving process is like. So he's agreed to do that. The love he has, I keep saying it, it's like a volcanic eruption of love. So powerful. So powerful. And so heartfelt. I remember he did a video, I think it was it last week? Maybe. He did a video. And she was not doing well, obviously. You know, she had semi-good days and bad days, and it was just, you know, up and down, up and down, up and down. And he struggled to even speak because he was hit with the reality of this is imminent. Her leaving is imminent. It took him probably 5 whole minutes to try to pull himself together. He was crying and he couldn't breathe and he was struggling and his face was red and he was struggling. That's what love looks like. That's what real love looks like. I've never had that kind of love. A lot of people haven't. But I know what it was supposed to look like. I know what it's supposed to look like. Nobody owes you anything. When they meet you, when you're in a relationship with them, they don't owe you anything physical. They don't owe you money. They don't owe you a baby. They don't owe you a place to live. That's not love. You're approaching with your hand open and your heart closed. And that's not what you're supposed to do. That is not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to love with your heart. I told him, I said, I never thought I could love people I never met. But I love you guys. So anyway, I just wanted to let you guys know. He did like at the end of the video, and I'll try to remember to post it, the last video, or the video he did telling us that she's gone. He did a beautiful tribute to her at the end, which was really sweet. Such pure love, without expectations, without ego. That's what love is supposed to look like. So I'll try to remember to post the video he did. And I gotta go to bed. That's what I need to do. I have physical therapy tomorrow. Not real happy about it, but I gotta do it. So, anyway, I will post the video. I will post the video. Just beautiful. They're you know, their love is like a biting into a peppermint patty. It's like the commercial, right? It's so refreshing because it's so pure and it's so clean and it's so powerful. You know, it's just a beautiful thing. Their love is just indescribable. Their kindness towards each other is indescribable. And there's no, you know, nowadays everybody expects things from you and they get mad if they don't get it, which tells me something's wrong with you because you don't approach that way. I don't know. It's just it's just refreshing. Real love is, what are you willing to do for someone else? That's what real love is. And it's not going to always be convenient. I'm sure he took a lot of time off work to be with his wife, to take her in the wheelchair back and forth to treatments and whatnot because she got too weak to walk. That's what love is. You sacrifice of yourself for someone else. It has nothing to do with the bullshit that people do nowadays. I gotta approach you with my hand out. What's up? Let's go. Pop it right there. Whatever I want, you're supposed to give me. No. You have no idea what love is. You have no idea. You're approaching with an egotistical, narcissistic attitude. The world owes me because I said so. You need therapy. You need serious therapy. What they have is the opposite of what a lot of people have had to deal with in relationships, the total opposite. They've had other mountains to climb, but disrespect wasn't one of them. Okay? Love, pure love. Till death do you part. You guys take care. Much love.